EA Sports coverage of the NFL finds us at Bank of America Stadium in Uptown Charlotte. Coming up, it's the final game of Wild Card Weekend, and we've got a good NFC matchup in store between the New York Giants and the Carolina Panthers. Winner go home is the mantra, and off we go. We're underway in this NFC wildcard game. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Here's Jones throwing on first down. Finds his tight end Ingram. Jones. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 31.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Jones gets this out to Saquon Barkley. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. From the gun, Jones. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. That's a corner that got in there for the sack. Dante Jackson.
I know there'll be a little bit of criticism there because they went right back to the air after the huge pickup and ended up getting sacked. That's often a play that you make. You feel like you've got momentum on your side.
Unfortunately, the O-line failed to hold up to try to keep that momentum going. And now we get a timeout called on the defensive side of the ball by the Panthers. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. They'll run for the first time with Saquon Barkley. And some space to move right away as he's all the way up to the 30. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
Strong coverage by Carolina, and on we go to 4th down.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone, and there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. Not the touchdown they wanted, but hey, you're on the road in the playoffs. They did get 3 on the board.
Yeah, it's a good opening drive, so you feel good about it yourself. You get to the sidelines. The defense feels good about you helping them right out of the gate. The team, yeah, they feel pretty good about coming in the playoffs and getting points on the board right away.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
First carry of the game for Christian McCaffrey. And all the way down to the 39. A big play there from McCaffrey. 41 yards on the ground. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Well, welcome to the party. First carry of the game. How about that?
And just think, as far as he's concerned, he's just getting warmed up.
He's going to look deep for more. He's got it for a Panther touchdown. DJ Moore, 39 yards. And the Panthers have taken the lead.
Boy, that route was really tough to cover because if they're running it correctly, you think it's really going to be a slam.
Yeah, well, we talk all the time about how it's tough to execute offensively, but you're saying, don't forget, it's tough to cover for the defense, too.
Yeah, the number one thing that you're taught is to not get caught inside or get beat inside. So you guard that a little bit more. So that gives you a little bit more space to operate outside if you start your move initially inside if you're a receiver.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They've been a come-from-behind team all year. They'll need to do it again as they trail early in this wild card game. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
The Giant ball carrier.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Operating from the gun, Jones. Pressure comes in. He's brought down. It's a Panther sack. And not a blitz there, but still able to get there from a strong safety position.
Yeah, I think that was a great example of what they call football IQ. Recognizing he was open, had a chance, and went ahead and got to the quarterback.
After that sack, 3rd and long. Tough spot for Jones and the Giants. From the gun, Jones. And that is incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
It's 4th down.
Fourth down, so on is the punter, Riley Dixon. Christian McCaffrey deep for Carolina. Flexing his muscle at the 30. It's a 4-yard return following a punt of 49. And the Panthers will take over now, 1st and 10.
At their own 33-yard line.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
A tale of two extremes. First carry, he went for a bundle. His second goes backward.
And how many times have we seen that happen? Because you get that big carry, and you come back and you're all fired up, and sometimes you force a run a little bit, right? Trying to break off that big carry again, and instead it works opposite.
Eluding the pressure right, and this is going to be incomplete.
So I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And it's incomplete, broken up. But there is a flag down. Let's see what that's about. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. Dancing to his left. He's going to look, and that's caught inside the 35. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. A very nice pickup of 33 yards.
And at the 32-yard line.
On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. Got his man, Robbie Anderson. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. This game not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the two.
1st and 10 at the 21-yard line.
On 1st down, this is McCaffrey. He'll get it inside the red zone, but only for a couple down to the 19. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8. At the Giants' 19-yard line.
This one into the hands of Burton. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
Well, it's about how teams are so competitively matched, and you just want to make those plays that give you an advantage. How about right here? The difference between letting them score a touchdown versus holding them to a field goal, that's absolutely huge with the play he just made.
You know he hated taking the loss there on third down.
Joey Sly on for the field goal. A 38-yard attempt.
And his kick is good. And they push the lead up to a touchdown now at 10-3. So chalk that down as an 8-play drive capped with a field goal.
Yeah, as a friend of mine used to say, they were moving and grooving for a while, but they couldn't keep the momentum going enough to get a touchdown out of it.
After the made field goal, here's Sly to kick this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
It's a gain of 11 and a Giant first down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive, they went 3-and-out.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Stepping up, he'll try and run. And he'll get across midfield and into Carolina territory.
That's a really good gain right there. They pick up 5 yards halfway to a first down. The only problem now in the huddle, everyone's going to want to touch the football. Be a lot of chattering now because they've seen that they can move the line of scrimmage.
They'll break the huddle, send 3 receivers left, 1 to the right on 2nd and 5. Now this time he'll look to throw. Flush to his right. On the run, he'll let it go deep, right sideline.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them. And I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
Jones now from the gun on 3rd down. And Ingram holds it in. Touchdown, Giants. Evan Ingram, 46 yards. And the Giants are an extra point away from tying up this football game.
Graham Gano.
For a big tight end, he can sure move like a slot receiver when he gets a head of steam going. And as a defensive back, you've got a big decision to make when he's moving like that.
Gano the extra point, and we are even at 10 apiece. All level now at 10 apiece as the kick's away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Panthers take over 1st and 10. At their own.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this
accelerating, and off he goes. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. Robbie Anderson, 75 yards. And the Panthers strike quickly here for 6 points. He's got it as they go up by a total of 17-10.
Makes the score Panthers 17, Giants 10. Joey Slye to kick off for Carolina.
Joey Slye now to kick off after the touchdown. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They find themselves down 17-10 as they come up on a 1st and 10. They will get 4 yards here on the first down run, and that'll make it 2nd and 6. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6 at the 29.
And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line.
A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
And he will have a Giants first down by about a yard as they're able to convert on 3rd and 2.
Now after the play, oh man, it's Barkley who appears to be shaken up. He's down. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Jones. Out of the backfield, this is Devontae Booker. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 17 yards and a Giant first down.
First down, New York.
Throwing, Jones. Escaping the pressure right. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. The wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now 2nd down.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Second and 10, a very chilly day here, but no snow. And I got to say, if it's going to be this cold, I want snow. You should see Charles' face. He's looking at me like I'm crazy.
Throwing again, Jones. He'll get this one to Golladay. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. And the line to gain here is the 37 on 3rd down.
And it's 3rd down.
From the gun, Jones. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Daquan Jones fighting his way home to get the sack.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. This is away and a very good kick angled for the sidelines. And this will be out of bounds. Now it's a question of where they'll mark it. And they'll say it crosses at the 11-yard line. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And last time the formula was pretty simple. One play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, one play drive's exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was really easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
And we'll see if it's that easy here. And he'll be taken down at the 18. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
They'll look to throw. Flushed out right. He's got Burton here. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. His 2nd catch of this wild card game, and it goes for a first down.
1st and 10 at the 34-yard line.
Now a run with McCaffrey. He'll get about 4 as he's past the 35 to the 38-yard line.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6 at the 38-yard line.
2 minutes to play here in this first half of the NFL playoffs. A reminder coming up at the half, as we've done all year. We'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. Coach will have the lowdown on what's going on here in this wild card weekend as we begin. Blitz coming, and down he goes. These strong safeties, some people may not realize it. It's really like an extra linebacker, right?
It really is, because they're hybrids. Half linebacker, half defensive back. The linebacker in him on that play emerged.
He's checking crack. Check 99. Check 99. Check 37. Check 37.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Going for the deep ball. This is caught inside the 15. Touchdown, Carolina. A big play there. 67 yards. And the Panthers add on to their lead. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions, and I'd hear 9 from the receivers. That meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And a first half that really has not been kind to them. A late opportunity here to maybe make some inroads on this deficit before half.
And this drive's going to go a long way towards telling us whether they actually have a chance to come all the way back in this game or not. Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Now Jones. Throwing deep for Galladay. And that's caught inside the 30. And he takes it all the way down to the 28-yard line.
A gain of 40 yards. First down, Giants.
And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. They've moved the ball over 50 yards between this play and the last one. And the pass is intercepted. He was looking for Ingram. Picked off at the 14. He's at the 40. Pass at 20. 10. And he will bring this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Panther touchdown. And we'll see if that pick 6 looms large as this game continues, because we've seen plays like that alter a lot of playoff contests over the years.
I would agree.
Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it to the end zone, but it's incomplete.
I know they're not asking me, but I'll give you my opinion anyway. I think it's time to erase that play from the call sheet. I guess they figure with the big lead they can experiment a little bit. But all in all, just go ahead and put that play on ice.
Fields this way up at the 17. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
At their own 33-yard line.
The
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And last time, decent field position through the pick six. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So the last one didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position, not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
Jones fakes the give to Barkley. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the left hash, it's an even 50-yard attempt. And he missed it. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is. So we come upon halftime here in this NFC wildcard matchup as we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Set to kick off.
One of these 2 teams about to play their final half of the season as we're back at it in this NFC wildcard bout. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. 2nd and 14. And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it.
When defenses get to the quarterback that quickly, a lot of times it's called a jailbreak. It wasn't quite that fast, but fast enough that he had no time to look downfield and set himself to throw the ball. And as he tried to do that...
But when this ball's tipped and intercepted, picked off at the 36. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. But pretty much everything went their way offensively in the first half, but now an interception on the opening drive of the third quarter.
As we know, the key to everything here, don't get careless with the football. The problem is you've got to stay aggressive as well. So where's the line between being aggressive and attacking and being overly aggressive? I think they just crossed it on that one.
Jones.
That one good for 10 yards. And that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so.
On the pickup. It's 2nd and inches at the Panthers' 25-yard line.
Operating from the gun, Jones. He's got the first down inside the 10, and he's all the way down to the 6-yard line. His first catch of this wild card game, and it's good for a first down. They'll try and run with Booker. And the Giants are going to be set up with a 1st and goal. He couldn't quite reach the chalk, but they'll have it at the 1-yard line.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and goal.
They'll run it. This is Booker. And he is in. Touchdown, Giants. Punching it in from a yard away. And the Giants are able to cut into this lead. That's a score you felt they had to have here in the third quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there's an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
Graham Gano set to kick off.
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
25-yard line.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a 1st and 10. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
Watch the twist.
Here's 2nd and 8. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Give him 14 on that one and a 1st down.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
Check three. Pick the edge. Come.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Incomplete.
So much for the best laid plans and best designed plays. That was good coverage along the sidelines. No place for that one to get in there. It sails incomplete.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete. Jabril Peppers, a former 1st-round pick there on the coverage.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
Everyone go forward. Check. Fresno. Jumper. Big edge. Shoot. Watch the shoot.
They'll look to throw again. Into the hands of his receiver, Anderson. And he gets it just shy of midfield, but that's not enough. He's short of the marker. It's a pickup of 13, but they're still a bit short, and it'll be 4th down. They'll try and throw for it here. Eluding the pressure right. He's got his tight end, Burton. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the 1st. And the drive stays in motion with a nice 8-yard pickup on 4th.
Check 24. Watch 24.
From the shotgun to McCaffrey. And he'll be brought down at about the 42.
McCaffrey on the
It was Justin Houston who got him down.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit, even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
And that will wind up just short. He had it on line. It ran out of gas at the end, and this score will stay right where it is. So it's an empty possession, and as a kicker, not the way you want to start your day's work.
And now each team's missed a field goal here so far, Brandon, so apparently neither guy is immune.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. In the pocket, chucked it away, flag comes down.
So you got to move a little bit, right? Know where you are on the field, have some awareness. Tackle to tackle. You got to get outside of that tackle box in order to get that done.
They lose the yardage, and of course they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly 2nd and long. Back to throw. Jones. And he's taken down, trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack. Derek Brown forced his way through, drops him for a loss of 10 yards. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. From the gun, Jones. Open man is Galladay, complete. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. 19 yards is the pickup there, but even with that, they're well short. It's 4th down. He's got a 1st down and then some inside the 40. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. John Ross, 54 yards. And the Giants have got it back to a 1-score game. That certainly went against the traditional ways of playing football, but who cares? Look at the result. Big touchdown.
They went for it on their own side of the 50. So there's conservative, there's aggressive, and there's really aggressive, which is what we just saw there. Tip of the cap to them.
Graham Gano set to kick off.
So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline, they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, going to get a little bit closer this time.
Closer.
Yeah, well, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
1st and 10.
1 quarter remains in this NFC wild card matchup. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Giants 23.
They run the option here on 1st and 10. Oh, he's got some breathing room. There he goes left side. And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. Christian McCaffrey, 51 yards. And the Panthers, they widen their lead. What an excellent run. And from the beginning, the defense just looked a little fooled, a little out of position.
A little bit frozen, too, because when you hand the ball inside, you lose sight of it oftentimes as a defender, and your eyes naturally gravitate to the quarterback. And before they realized it, he was off and running through the thick of the line while the quarterback faked it and carried it outside.
McCaffrey, he'll try to run it in. And he pushes forward but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1.
36. Giants 23. Joey Slye to kick off for Carolina.
Joey Slye now to kick off after the touchdown. A fairly short kick from the 14. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30.
Their own 28-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. If they want to advance in this divisional round, look, obviously the time is now. Trailing here in the fourth as they go to work on a crucial drive, 1st and 10. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away. Got out of the pocket, didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice, get rid of it, live to fight another down.
Jones to throw again. The Panther rush too strong. They get there and take him down.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
After that sack, 3rd and long, tough spot for Jones and the Giants. Operating from the gun, Jones. They'll complete this to Ingram as tight end. And he will have a Giants 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. A real letdown defensively. That was 3rd and a bundle, but they allow the conversion. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. Clearly wasn't outside of the tackle box. There's your penalty.
And accompanying that penalty, a loss of down.
They lose the yardage, and of course they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly 2nd and long. They get 14 yards, but not enough for the 1st down due to the previous penalty. The Giants on 3rd down, 3 for 7 so far in this game. This is 3rd and 9. From the gun, Jones. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And he'll find Golladay. That's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down. Now Jones on 1st down. And he just gets rid of it, throws it away. The wise move there, looked like nobody open. Now 2nd down.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but they make them out of bounds. That does you no good.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. To throw again, Jones. Dumping this off underneath to Booker. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
First down, New York.
Operating from the gun, Jones. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete.
Complete to Devontae.
Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on second down.
Second and 5 at the 28-yard line.
Shotgun handoff to Booker. Down to the 25. And he got half of what he needed there, 2 yards. And it'll bring up a 3rd and 2 more.
Brandon, we talk all the time about those hybrid players, guys who could do more than one thing. And I think if you're playing strong safety in the NFL today, you are a true hybrid. Part linebacker, part cover guy.
And coming up, sticking his nose in the mess there and making a nice play defensively.
The Giants on 3rd down. They've converted 3 times in 8 chances. Here it's 3rd and 2. From the gun, Jones. And incomplete. He had nowhere to throw, so he just tossed it away. But that brings up 4th.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Operating from the gun, Jones. And that is incomplete. The Giants go on 4th but come up empty. And the Panthers will get the football back. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And they are looking good. A 2-score lead here in this 4th quarter, as they hope to capture a spot in the divisional round next weekend. They'll try and burn some clock down to McCaffrey. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and it'll be 2nd and very short.
He's brought down by Jabril Peppers. 10 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and inches at the 35-yard line.
Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
When you have someone throwing it that well, that confidently, you don't have to call the game in fear at all, do you? You just go ahead and play.
Yep, confidence with a lead to throw it here in the 4th, and boom, he's on the money.
Yeah, you don't have to tuck your head in and go like turtle at this point. You just go ahead and play.
And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10.
And the giant rush gets home as down he goes. Dexter Lawrence just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Two minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Panther football as we welcome you back. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5. 5 in the secondary now for the Giants here on 3rd.
12.
The play action fake. They'll look to throw. In trouble, and he's taken down.
Brandon, more often than not, you'd say they've had his number, and we can count them up so far. 1, 2, 3, 4 sacks given up. But guess what? He's still been able to make some plays, and right now they have a lead.
On is the punter Charlton now as he's able to get this one away.
Dante Pettis on the return. The Giants take over 1st and 10 at their own 11-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And last time they were very fortunate, this offense. They went for it on 4th, turned it over in their own territory, but the other guys held up. They didn't give up any points.
So how about the guy with the #1 headset on the sidelines, the head coach?
Jones.
That was planned going into it, not necessarily to not get the first down or to have the defense have to hold
But he
up.
trusted his defense.
Trusted his defense very much, and I think that's how he's going to play this game. Go for it, be aggressive, because I've got the Wild Bunch backing me up over here on my own sideline.
Well, we'll see what his offense can do.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
And Charles, on the losing side of things, you know, they didn't come in here as the favorite to these playoffs, but they came in with a lot of hope and anticipation. Tough to have that all snuffed out so quickly.
It really is. You're one of 12 teams when the playoffs begin that still has a chance to win the Super Bowl. So that's pretty darn good. And as you often talk about, a lot of hope when the playoffs start. Well, that ended for them. But when they look back, they'll have a lot to be proud of and see if they turn the page towards the next season.
That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.